Hey guys, this is AJ here, back with another live for you. Yeah, it's Thursday, guys. It's Friday Eve, and it's hot where I am, so that's good. So that means that I won't start streams whining and moaning and complaining about the weather anymore. I hate it, you guys. I hate it. Oh man, I hate it. Anyways, so yeah, guys. I hope your week is going well. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're happy and healthy and all of that. And guys, today we're gonna look at the rest of the Reffner interrogation, and there's a couple of other videos that I wanted to show you. Actually, let me pull up this one real fast. Son, grandson, car. Okay. All right, here we go, guys. There are times where things are so sad that you have that you don't even know how to react, right? So here's a story about this woman. She's a grandmother, right? And she had two grandkids, and one of them drowned, and the other one she quote unquote accidentally left in the car in the heat. So here we go.
Friendship. They soon decided.
All right, there we go. Make sure you guys can hear this. Okay.
To have kids and raise their children where they had roots.
This was the plan.
Wait, her name was Uriel? Isn't that like an angel in the Bible's name or something? Oh no. That's one of the boss characters from Street Fighter. Janet's in the house. Josh is in the house. What's going on, my friends? Hold on.
Wauchula, Florida, a small town along Main Street in Hardy County. Population less than 5,000. Kayla Nix and Drew Schock grew up here and reconnected 5 years ago after what began as a high school friendship. They soon decided to have kids and raise their children where they had roots.
Uriel, Ezra, and
this
Asher.
was the plan. We were going to have 3 kids. And that, you know what I mean? That was our goal.
My mom was a principal.
Kayla's mom, Tracy Nix, now at the center of their family's
Jameson's in the house. What's going on, man?
story.
Here we are.
So for those of you guys who just joined, this grandmother deleted 2 of her grandkids, man. It's crazy.
A story they're here to share.
It's really difficult to know that my mom is the one, that broke his heart here. My mom.
According to the complaint affidavit, on November 1st, 2022, Kayla was going to get her hair done and asked her mom to babysit. Tracy met friends for
Kayla, Kaila. Interesting.
lunch, drove home, and forgot her granddaughter in the back seat of her 2019 Lexus with the windows rolled up. She went inside, talked to her dog.
How do you just forget that there's a child in the back seat of your car? That's crazy.
And practiced the piano. When one of her grandsons arrived, all of a sudden it came across her head that Uriel was in the back seat all afternoon. Her husband immediately began CPR. Temperatures in Wauchula that day reached 90 degrees.
So how hot did you guys think that it was in that car? If it was 90 degrees, old school glass, thanks, man. How hot do you think that it was in this car? Because if it was 90 degrees outside, it had to be 120, 115 in the car. It's sad, man. And this case just happened 9 days ago, I think.
Uriel died. She was 7 months old.
To think of the last moments of her life as a mother is gut-wrenching.
A little.
Josh says at least double. Yeah. Old school glass says 130 degrees. Wow. Yeah.
Girl. How do you forget a little girl?
After
guys, so while we're watching this, what do you think should happen to this woman? What kind of punishment do you think she should get? Drop that in the comments. And this is Florida, I believe.
identifying his daughter at the hospital, Drew remembers.
We're out in the parking lot just trying to grasp out what just happened, and that it actually just happened twice in our lifetime.
Twice in less than a year.
Twice in less than a year,
16-month-old
guys.
Ezra, Uriel's brother, also died while under his grandmother Tracy's care.
911, where is your emergency?
Can you believe that? In less than a year, 2 kids. Come on, man.
That's a little baby. The grandmother's out giving him CP. Is he breathing? No.
Okay, it was a pond,
Yeah.
and they're not sure how long the child was in the pond?
No.
Drew got the first call 3 days before Christmas 2021.
He goes,
That's facts. Catwag said, why would you let her watch the kid at the first time? Yeah. Janet says the same thing. Yep, that's true. I don't understand it, folks. I don't. This story just jumped out at me because I saw it in the paper. Like, who actually reads the papers? But it was on the Yahoo News thing or whatever. So
something happened to Ezra, and that's what I just called Kayla, and she was, what? And I said, I don't know. I'm heading there now.
I could see the helicopter landing, and I didn't look when there was a stop sign. I was in a full head-on collision, and I was going 85 miles an hour in that case, 6 months pregnant. But I got out and started running to my parents' house, and at this point, I don't have shoes. I'm just running. That was my desperation to get to my son.
Kayla says her doctor told her she needed to make a choice.
They withheld information from me, any information that would work me up. Or
yeah, it
make
might
me
stress her out and she might miscarry. Yikes, you guys, this is crazy.
emotionally distressful would be harmful to my unborn child. And I knew in that moment that as much as I loved him, that she was a real life and she was coming, and it would be wrong of me to lose it over him and hurt her and take her.
Kayla and Drew had never seen the incident report detailing how Ezra drowned in a nearby pond the afternoon his grandmother fell asleep. In the report, the detective wrote, a complaint affidavit for child neglect will be forwarded to the state attorney's office for further review.
I didn't know.
So how much you want to bet, guys? Josh says she shouldn't be watching a dog. That they probably tried to make it so that the grandmother, either had lesser charges or the charges were dropped. Now this is good. There are times where when something happens to minors, the state just takes over, right? Or an essay and other things. It doesn't matter if the victim doesn't want to not press charges, the state will just take over, So
that they had ever attempted to file charges.
Kayla says she will never forget what a deputy told her.
I was told that unless I believed that my mom held my son's head under the water and intentionally killed him, that there is nothing else that they can do about my son's death.
In a statement, this
whoa, did you guys hear that, Dan? Huh. And of course, she just couldn't believe it because, people who victimize kids are always male, right?
State attorney's office said in cases
that was sarcasm, by the way, guys.
Involving the accidental drowning of a toddler, Florida appellate courts have stated that a one-time lapse of judgment would not establish culpable negligence of the caretaker.
There you go, guys. Look at that. So they're saying that they couldn't. So she didn't get any punishment at all. And do you think it was just denial on the family's part? Because obviously they had to have a big old batch of denial to let her keep watching over their children, So
his story has gotten lost in hers.
After the death of
Ezra,
your son,
mm-hmm.
Did you trust your mom?
No.
No.
So how come, guys? Well, then how did she get her hands on the other kid then?
Didn't trust her at all. Like I said, that's why we never let Asher go over there.
Asher, their now 4-year-old firstborn.
We were anxious, but I loved my mother, and I am a daughter that wanted her mom. I thought,
guys, This is why family isn't just about blood, guys. There are people in your life that aren't related to you. What is it called? Who are might be better to you than your real family are, and they should be considered your family from the family. Just because a person's your mom, your dad, your uncle, your aunt, whatever, if they do things to you that they don't deserve your respect or your kindness, guys, revoke it. You know what I'm saying?
That if I could believe in second chances.
Nope.
And so when I was told that Ezra's death was an accident, some sliver child part
Guys, I know that we're not supposed to find any humor in this, but Jameson, dude. That's so true, man. It's so
of
true.
me, but okay, good, I get to keep this mom, this grandmother, this person.
3 months after Ezra's death, Kayla gave birth to their baby girl.
There wasn't a moment to get a grip of the death of my son before there was the life of my daughter. And how beautiful is that? Her name is Uriel, and it means, it's a Hebrew name, and it means God is my light.
You're so cute.
Kayla and Drew were protective.
The very, very minor amount of time that she
Guys, hold on. This is killing me. Uriel, Street Fighter. I knew it. It is him. Wait, no, hold on. That's Urian is the guy from Street Fighter. Okay, guys, never mind. I was wrong. It's Urian is the guy's name. What is Uriel from the Dresden Files then? Anyways, I was wrong.
saw my daughter was almost always supervised.
On her daughter's last day, Kayla says she knew her mom's plans.
Yuri was at a restaurant with other people that I knew and trusted.
Within hours, someone from the sheriff's office showed up at her home.
What? So they left the daughter at a restaurant with other people and the mom, and then the guys. Okay, so there's Munchausen's, right? Hold on. I can't spell this, guys. Munchausen's by proxy. I was close. Don't look at my spelling, guys. Munchausen's by proxy, right? And this is where people wait. This is where you make yourself sick or you make someone else sick so that you get attention, right? But what's the one where yeah, is it an extension of Munchausen's where you end up deleting your children? Hold on, what is that? Someone help me out in the comments. Yeah, that's Munchausen's. Yeah. Ooh, who's Lacey Spears? Case of accused child leader Lacey Spears may shed light on Munchausen's by proxy. Who is this? Lacey Spears of Scottsville, Kentucky, pleaded not guilty last month to charges of depraved deletion and manslaughter. Wow, and the death of her son. Hold on. So we got to go to the old YouTube here. So we're going to do the rest of the interrogation for Jay Reffner here in a little bit, and I'll drop the links so that people can join. But I'm going to look at the rest of this case. Dang, so 5 hours after they left, the baby was gone. Absolutely insane.
Children now who are no longer here.
2 children.
You know what I mean? Somebody has to answer for that.
But
Guys, I don't have kids. I don't plan on having kids. That's just never been the thing for me, right? But all my friends who are parents, like, I couldn't imagine them losing one of their kids. Yeah, especially since we live in a time of such privilege now that like women can regularly like have kids and live. But it's only been in the last, I want to say 80 years. I don't know, actually since the 1950s and 60s, where the infant mortality rate is so low around the world. You know what I mean? But even the 1910s, 20s, 30s, you would have old man. You'd have, let's just say Josh was a farmer back in the 1910s, and he'd be on his third wife because his first two wives died in childbirth. It used to happen all the time. But now people can regularly like get pregnant, have the baby and the mother live, to the point to where it's kind of unheard of that it happens anymore, in the West, at least.
Tracy's attorney, William Fletcher, says it depends.
What do you mean it depends?
Because somebody dies doesn't necessarily mean that somebody has to pay.
Oh, yo, if this guy is not the quintessential sleazebag lawyer with that rug on his head, come on. Oh my God. Man, the raccoon wants its pelt back, dude. What are you talking about? Man, oh man, oh man. What a sleazebag. Let's hear that one more time, guys.
Attorney William Fletcher says it depends.
But because somebody dies doesn't necessarily mean that somebody has to pay. And this obviously...
Look at the disgust and disdain on her face. She's like, you bastard, you.
was an accident. And the question was, is it culpable negligence?
Fletcher told us Tracy Nix will not be making any public statements.
Tracy loves her daughter and her son.
Probably. They look like they would be best friends, right?
In-law and all of her children and her grandchildren.
What is she feeling?
Totally devastated. Totally devastated.
Why did you choose to take on this case?
Publicity, money, fame, etc.
It was so incredible. I can't conceive of the pain. I got a couple grandkids.
Cornholio, man, how have you been, my friend? Long time.
And you feel the same way about your grandkids. So it's not, the parents are hurting, but so are the grandparents are hurting too. So there's no winners here. Certainly no winners. Everybody, it's just total devastation. They're very fine people, and decided I'd take it. I know you've heard sometimes people have been struck by lightning 2 different times.
Come on, man. Come on. What are you talking about?
And that's the way I look at this case.
We sat down and spoke with Kayla and Drew, the parents, and they say that they want justice in this case. What do you think justice looks like here?
This ought to be stunning.
Looking at the facts, looking at what really happened, as far as Uriel, the baby girl.
Guys, anyone that does that motion with their hands when they're talking to you is always bullshitting you, dude. Anyone that does that fingertip touch thing, they are BSing you, man. Don't buy a car from this guy. Don't vote for this guy. Anyone who does this with their hands, guys, do not trust them. Do not trust them.
Which is what the charge should, what the
Look at his hands.
jury should be focused on and deciding, is this culpable negligence?
Fletcher says if found guilty, Tracy could be sentenced to between 12 and 30 years in prison.
So then if I'm objective, she needs to go to prison. As her daughter, it kills me to say it. As their mother, I demand it.
See? You see that last part?
Daughter, it kills me to say it. As
her daughter kills me to say it. No. Maybe I'm just cold. Maybe my family never really had like so we love each other, but we don't have that family obligation type thing to each other, right? Like if my mother did this, that's it. You know what I'm saying? There wouldn't have been a second time. There would only been a first time. That's it.
as their mother, I demand it.
I want justice for my son, so that way I don't let what happened to my son happen with my daughter and her just get scot-free because I couldn't live with that as a parent.
We asked what they would want Ezra and Uriel to know.
That we loved them and that we're sorry.
Dang.
Because they were beautiful children and they were taken by somebody that we believed was worthy of trust.
The pretrial hearing is scheduled for March 28th in Hardee County with photojournalist Randy Wright and my team investigator Kylie McGivern taking action for you.
Wow, you guys. Wow. Now let's check out this other case real fast. Lacey Spears, who are you? Lacey Spears. She's on a channel called This Is Monsters, man. Look, mom caught on camera poisoning young son in hospital. What? Now, this is on true crime, so maybe, hopefully, I can find something where I don't get yeeted off of YouTube. Hold on.
It's an unusual case. Lacey Spears, a Rockland County mother charged with murdering her son by poisoning him with salt.
But Spears insists the hospital is to blame.
Oh, yeah, it's the hospital's fault.
In 48 hours, Troy Roberts has the only interview with the mother who says all she did was try to save her son's life.
I lost my 5-year-old son, and I'm very saddened that I'll never get to watch him grow up.
Look at how sick this woman is, that she can look in the camera and get these aren't even crocodile tears. What's bigger than a crocodile? You know what I mean? Like, look at that. Look at that.
How did your son die?
His death certificate says homicide.
Much of Garnet Spears' young life was spent seeking medical attention for often unexplained health issues.
Oh, so yeah, this is straight up Munchausen, guys.
He was in and out of the hospital for the first 9 weeks of his life. And the biggest problem we had was we couldn't get him to eat. So he was losing weight.
Garnet had surgery at 9 months old to insert a feeding tube.
Garnet? Isn't Garnet one of the dudes? The Green Lantern? DC Comics. Garnet. No, that's Gannett. Okay, never mind.
They were hopeful that within time he wouldn't have so much problems eating.
In January 2014, 5-year-old Garnet was taken again to a hospital. He was
Look at how little he was when he was 5. That's crazy.
admitted with seizure-like symptoms. Later, during that hospital stay, Garnet is in distress, stops breathing, and tests showed high levels of sodium, which caused his brain to swell.
So you can salt someone to death, you guys. I didn't know that.
This is my 5-year-old son on life support.
2 days later, Garnet is officially declared dead. Doctors could not figure out how Garnet's sodium level had gotten so high unless someone had given him salt. 5 months after Garnet's death, Lacey's...
They got him in the black and whites. Good. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Spears was charged with murder.
I didn't kill my son. I never poisoned him with salt.
Then why is his sodium level so high?
Yes, Lacey, why are his sodium levels so high?
You would have to ask the hospital that.
Troy Roberts joins us now. What type of evidence did they have against her?
Investigators recovered 2 feeding bags from Lacey's apartment. There was a gap in the chain of custody, but when they did the analysis of the bags, they found toxic levels of sodium. The equivalent of 69 small salt packs that you would get at a fast food restaurant.
Whoa. So first she wasn't feeding him, and then when he got the feeding bag, she was putting a whole bunch of salt in there. Man.
Both of the bags, enough to obviously cause great damage to this little boy.
That's terrible.
His brain swelled, and it led to his death.
And sometime before the trial we have now, a reasonable time before she goes and faces that evidence.
Now, guys, let's look at the conviction here, and then we'll get to good old Mr. Reffner. Look at this,
The verdict is in for
look at this knucklehead, man. Man, I hope you rot.
a mother on trial of the murder of her young son. A jury finding Lacey Spears guilty today of poisoning her son.
Look at the red type. Guilty.
Salt.
I wish they had the old lady from The Princess Bride yelling at her, "Boo! Boo! The Queen of Filth! Boo!" Who remembers The Princess Bride, man? That's a great movie.
CBS 2's Lou Young was in the Westchester courtroom when the verdict was read.
Not guilty or guilty?
Guilty.
Is this verdict unanimous?
What is her lawyer writing down? Look at how he heard the verdict and he just acts like he started writing. Look.
Or guilty?
Guilty.
Is this verdict unanimous?
Yes.
The verdict came in a day shy of 4 weeks after opening arguments. 27-year-old Lacey Spears, now convicted of killing her only child, Garnett Spears.
Guys, can you imagine being on a jury for that long? Look, at every time I've been called to the jury duty, they don't pick me, which is good. But can you imagine being on a jury trial, or like those poor people who are on the OJ trial for years and years? Imagine my friend in college, so the dean of my school, his son was on a double deletion charge. And my friend who went to that school was on the jury, and they convicted him to life with no parole. And the dean like walked past her and like was like, "Hi." She's like, and just kind of walked away, but he did it. So
as a last act in an ongoing bid for sympathy and attention, a pattern of salt poisoning that ultimately took the boy's life.
In the end, this was not a close case. It was an overwhelming body of evidence that convicted this woman.
Spears' sister Rebecca and father Terry hugged in despair as Lacey was placed in handcuffs in the courtroom and led away, no longer cloaked in the presumption of innocence. She's now
no longer cloaked in the presumption of innocence.
Convicted of putting salt in a feeding tube the boy had since infancy. Doctors said it was no longer necessary, but provided her with a way to keep him sick. During deliberations, jurors seemed to be searching for an explanation.
Now, the jury asked about mental illness. Do you regret not bringing that up at the defense?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Why not?
Are they brothers? Are these lawyers related?
Absolutely not. As the judge said, there was no evidence of mental illness in this case.
Oh, please.
Our client fully intends to appeal, to do that as soon as legally possible.
For jurors, though, it was apparently only a matter of motive, not whether she did it, but why. One alternate juror said hospital video after a poisoning incident left him cold.
The way she came out of the bathroom, sat on the bed with him, and just watched him, kind of like if you put like something in the microwave, put like 2 minutes on, just sit there waiting for something to happen that is going to happen eventually. But, I mean...
You thought you were looking at a murderer.
Wait, what? Jameson said he was on a jury a year ago. They convicted the guy. Found out later his previous felony was Oh man, that's so. What was the case that you were trying him for that time?
There.
Yeah.
The DA says she'll ask for the maximum penalty,
Good.
25 years to life, when Lacey Spears returns here for sentencing on April 8th.
I don't know where this is out of. Oh, this is from New York. Okay. So I was going to say, if this was a southern state, man, they'd have buried her under the jail. So, all right, guys, let's find Mr. Reffner's interrogation here. I love how it saves how it saves the spot where you're at. Okay. Oh, so that's right above New York City. Oh, you know what else that I found, and I'll drop the link in just a minute. Hold on. Why are women becoming more violent? Check this out, guys. I was okay. Where is it? there's an article that I found. And it was showing that that young women are the only group. Okay, so in the from 1993 to 2006. Wait, this is it. Is this it? That one of the reasons, okay, out of all the groups that commit violence, right? Young girls are the only group that like where the gap. I mean, where they're outpacing other groups. And one of the reasons that they cited is saying that is this it? That they don't punish women who do violence the same as men. So it doesn't really that's one of the reasons why. I'll find it, guys. But here, let's just go back to this here and let me drop the link for anyone who wants to come up. Guys, don't feel shy. Come on in. We always have fun. Oh, guys, join the Discord. I'll drop the link here to few. The next Lauren stream is going to be next Thursday. And I'm going to drop another video tomorrow for those of you guys who want to know when the next video is coming out. And here, let's just go here real fast. What's going on, Josh?
Hey,
how are you, man?
I was watching the Masters today from 8 a.m. until the stream. I got to see Tigers all around.
So do you watch a lot of golf?
Oh yeah, I'm a huge professional golf fan, and I golf myself.
So how do you feel about the whole live tour?
I mean, I don't like it for the political reasons, but I also don't like it as a fan of golf because to me, like, golf should be in a field of 150 people. There should be 4 rounds. There should be a cut after 2 rounds. And these are just like exhibition events, really. So it doesn't interest me as a fan. It's unfortunate that a lot of great golfers were lost to it, but it also sparked the PGA to kind of change the way they compensate players. So it did have some positive effects, but I don't think it's going to last very long.
Yeah, because money. Like they're paying a lot, man. You know what I mean? And
well, there are rumors that they literally offered Tiger like $1 billion.
$1 billion, you guys. Not $1 million, not $100 million, $1 billion. You know what I mean? So I think that that I don't know much about golf. But I do know that the guy that here it is, the guy that was working with the people in the Middle East to make this tour, he was correct in his argument that the PGA is a monopoly, or at least a monopsony, right? So there should be competition.
Well, they're able to get away with it because they're technically a nonprofit organization, and most people don't know that because like every event that they host, they donate like $10 million to charity as part of it.
Luna's in the house. What's going on, my friend? Luna has the coolest avatars, man, and she draws them herself, I believe. So, all right, here we go. So this says. This is an article, Why Are Young Women Becoming More Violent? Right? And it says, these 3 stories about domestic assaults appeared today, it appeared in a single day on December 27, 2022. So New Jersey woman allegedly shoots and deletes husband on Christmas. Florida stabs and deletes her 3-year-old daughter. The woman arrested in South Carolina airport after attacking husband over indecent photos on his phone. Criminologists have known for more than 30 years that young women are rapidly becoming more violent. And to illustrate this phenomenon, here's a story from 2006 in which the trend was already more than a decade old, right? So the FBI's uniform crime reports note that the female percentage of total juvenile arrests jumped from 21% to 32% between 1990 and 2003. And the U.S. female juvenile assault rate rose from 200 for every 100,000 girls to 750 between 1980 and 2003. So some analysts trace the surge in numbers of girls arrested to increased pressures from the breakdowns of family, church, community, and school that have that have increased their propensity for violence. Other analysts reason that girls are more likely to act out or lash out due to changing gender role expectations. So greater female freedom and assertiveness have masculinized female behavior and express.
So they're essentially blaming it on feminism.
But I mean, it is okay. Listen, in an imitation of male machismo and competitiveness. So yes, because feminism says, look, like women, when it comes to jobs and school, can be just as competitive as males. Now, men, when we compete with each other, look at how we play Call of Duty or how we play basketball. If a woman's going to get out there and play basketball against guys, she's going to have to play like a guy. You know what I'm saying?
Are you using basketball as an example because some of the recent things that went on that kind of go into this?
What do you?
With those two?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Speaking of that, yeah. And you know what it is? So guys, I'm all for all the foolishness that went on with the women's basketball game. I thought it was great. This is the first time. This is the first time that I've watched a women's college basketball game in years.
Yeah, it literally put the sport on the map. Like, no one is watching women's college basketball.
And what's funny is that more people watch women's college basketball than the WNBA. But there was drama. There was the refs acting up. There was personalities. The two girls and the coach was acting silly with a dude. Their ratings generated some numbers. That is equality in sports. If you can generate revenue, you should get paid. You know what I'm saying? That's why you look at Wimbledon. When in Wimbledon, the women and the men get paid the same to win, despite the fact that the women do less work by doing less sets, but they generate the same revenue. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, they should get paid the same. But unlike in soccer, in the World Cup, where the women still have half the men's money, but I'm getting political here. But I'm going to watch a women's college basketball March Madness because I don't even know who's in the men's final, but I sure did know who won the women's one, and that's how you make these better. You make the product more fun to watch and more digestible. You know, so the WNBA should be taking notes. Honestly, you know, add some drama to it. Look, men like drama too. If sports were just someone throwing a ball into a hoop, or one guy or guys, getting the ball down on the field, John Cena doesn't get any credit, then we wouldn't care, and we certainly wouldn't watch the NFL draft. We like drama too.
Well, it was really David Kay they stole it from, not John Cena.
Yeah, I would say David.
That reminds me, bringing up wrestling, how much of this girls' violence thing is because of the rise of the women's division in WWE.
But here we go.
Like they go just as hard as the guys now.
Hold on. So greater female freedom and assertiveness have masculinized female behavior and are expressed in imitation of male machismo, competitiveness, and violence by girls is also persuasive in much of today's entertainment. Even in the Harry Potter film, Hermione Granger hits a boy only to say afterwards, "Boy, that felt good." So, and then here we go. So the trend is all the more remarkable because until 2020, the crime rate for every other demographic group has been declining for more than 20 years. Young women were the only demographic group that showed an increase in violent crime. I'll read that again. Young women were the only demographic group that showed an increase in violent crime. Men commit more crimes than women do a lot more, but this holds true over time and across cultures. In America, the incarceration rate for males is 93% population. Okay, so 90% of the time, the ones who do the deleting are men. But here we go. But read the academic journals and government crime reports, and some curious facts emerge. While crime rates in the Western world have steadily declined over the past 3 decades, the number of young women being convicted for violent crimes in some Western countries has increased significantly. Law enforcement records indicate the opposite is true for their male counterparts. In other words, the gender gap is closing. And there's one more stat here. Look. Criminologists advanced several different theories for the increase in violent crime by young females, including the substantial disparity in criminal justice outcomes for women compared to men. We say this on this channel all of the time, guys. When there are female predators, they don't get the same punishment, right? And apparently, this is the same for violent crime. So young female perpetrators understand that they are much less likely to be prosecuted than similarly situated male offenders, and even if prosecuted, are likely to receive substantially lower sentences than similarly situated males. In other words, young women are becoming more violent, at least in part, because they believe they can get away with it. Boom! Right there. Huh. So what? It's going to be an interesting time in America here, guys, and in the West. But anyways, let's go to Mr. J. Reffner here, and I'll drop the link one more time. Then I'll pin it. Give me one second. Okay. Look at that face. Look
He
at that
has
face.
definitely one of the most punchable
faces. Here we go. Now, let's go back in time. Last time we checked on Mr. Meat Rocket here, he was being a smartass to the detectives and annoying us all to no end, right? Oh man. All right, 1 second. Okay.
But you didn't want that either.
Hey guys, drop a like on the stream. The Cash App at the bottom. Join the Discord, and let's get into it.
You asked her if she's ever received oral. You told her that she's really missing out. If you would like, I'd love to take your hand and show you. Do what feels good, do what feels right, and stop where it doesn't.
Do you have any phone conversations with this person? Do you have any phone conversations with this person?
He's so smug.
You heard what the fuck he said. You piece. I try to not cuss you guys,
All
but this
his
guy.
reactions are smug.
These guys just drive. This guy just drives me insane, man. I swear. He's that one guy that you would have in class that was like in high school and like the he was always a jerk to the teacher, and there would be the one day where the teacher was gonna let you off without a pop quiz or whatever, and then he was being such a jerk that the teacher ended up giving you homework. You know, that's him right there.
No,
Never.
this person?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Where's the computer located that you were using to communicate with this person today?
Is he married, Josh?
At home? Was it a laptop or is
Yeah.
it a regular personal computer?
Laptop.
Somehow.
What's your address?
What is your
You heard what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Finley, Ohio.
Is it LE1?
FINDL.
Just listen to his voice.
Why?
Say hello. You don't know how to spell my hometown?
4 or 5. 840.
Knucklehead.
Yeah, that's right. Zoom in on it.
2002
Sir.
Ford Escape.
What?
It's a Ford Escape.
Janet says, "Can you imagine
Sure.
him and Jeff Stacy getting in a shouting match? It would be just
I already
crazy
advise you that
voices
charge
over
being
and over.
impounded and the vehicle will be
Seriously.
inventory.
Like
Is there anything else in
It would
the
be
kids in
high.
puberty.
It would be high pitched madness. Oh yes, Steve's got to do. Steve's got to try and do his voice next.
People that we're going to find any type of toys, sexual toys,
Children's toys.
children's toys.
Fucking hell, oh god, I would have strangled this guy, dude. Look at he's still. It's like I don't know if it's just him being an idiot, or just denial, or he's just like this all the time. But come on, dude.
Any other condoms, alcohol, drugs,
Well,
weapons.
drugs or alcohol. There was probably one other condom in there, but that's it.
One other condom other than this.
Well, one individual one, yeah.
One individual condom.
Probably some McDonald's food.
What did he say?
Few books.
Hold
Other
on.
than this.
Well, one individual one, yeah.
One individual condom.
Probably some McDonald's food.
I don't know what he said.
I have no idea what he
Few
just said.
books. Kids' books.
Not for long.
What's your license plate number? Do you recall?
I have no idea.
At home, do you have any explicit pictures of child pornography or anything like that on your computer?
Nope. Never.
Yeah. Oh, he's like, how dare you ask me such a question? As he's oh, here, you know what? Josh, here you go. Let me show you this. Okay, so Josh is an IPA guy like I am. And this is my favorite beer in the world. Where'd it go? They don't make it anymore, but this is my favorite.
Yeah, I've had this brand before.
The Burton Baton is the greatest beer known to man. It is so good, man. It is.
I'm going really dirty ratchet right now and drinking Natty Daddy.
And then, believe it or not, for all you guys who like light beers, slightly mighty. So this is a light beer that actually tastes like a real IPA. It's really, really good. The doctor said makes it. So
Type in Natty Daddy so they can see how bad it looks.
There you go, Josh.
What?
That's all you, man. You can't see. If I'm we're all gonna get you this for your birthday, man.
Yeah, I need that.
Oh man!
I'll wear it live on a stream and actually get on camera.
Natty Daddy. What is this?
They're like $1 and they're 8% alcohol and it's 25 ounces.
Have you ever heard of Olympia beer? Has everyone? Jameson said, what is it? Lippa Rippa by Fall River Brew.
I've never heard of Olympia. No.
Only beer you can only find on eBay now, but this is from my hometown, you guys, and they don't make this anymore. But Olympia beer is horrible. But the worst.
Have you ever
beer,
had Southern Tier?
Southern Tier.
That's like made like right where I grew up, basically.
Okay. I think so. Yeah. I recognize the insignia. Yeah. And then hold on, let me look at Lippa Rippa IPA. Oh, I haven't tried that. Wait, where is that? Did you say? Did I spell it wrong? L-I-P-L Lip Ripper. Okay. Lip Ripper. Am I just like not able to find this? Oh, here it is. Ooh, that looks good. Oh, Jameson, cool. Your grandmother's from Olympia, Washington. So I am too. I always say that I'm from Seattle, but no one knows where Olympia is. So yeah, but
Yeah, I'm the same way. I always say I'm from Buffalo because like no one would actually know where I'm from if I said it.
guys, don't ever drink this disgusting shit, dude. This is the nastiest beer that I've ever tried. This is the only beer that I honestly couldn't finish. Someone poured me a glass. I'm like,
Have you ever heard of Beer 30?
It
was the most foul beer ever. You could get like a 12-pack for like $6.
Yeah, this is a 12-pack for like $7, dude. So they're basically just trying to get the cost of the glass and the labels back.
Basically.
Oh man, this stuff is nasty, man. Absolutely disgusting. That's for sure. But you know who irks me, and we'll get back to this. Do you know that Blue Moon was never like a microbrewery ever?
They're owned by like Coors or Sam Adams, right?
It was by Anheuser-Busch, and Anheuser-Busch made
like
them.
Blue Moon.
It is great. I like it too, man. On a hot day, it's nice. But they had me fooled. You know, they literally made this beer just to get in on the craft beer scene. So, all right, Blue Moon is like Dave Matthews Man, except I don't like Dave Matthews Man.
Okay. Oh, I can't stand Dave Matthews Band.
I say my hair is shouted now, wash into me. Hey here. Oh God, they're trash. Anyway, so okay. They had this whole campaign to make it seem like Blue Moon was a craft brewery that had fought and scratched its way to the top, right? In the same way that when they made Dave Matthews he was a musician, I guess, right? But they literally made them into like a grassroots come up through the college scene band. Like the label booked them specifically at college venues and then made them have this whole like, you know, remember Fish, the band?
It's like, all just a facade. Of
Gave them this Fish.
It's a facade of authenticity is what it is.
Yeah, this Fish style sound and this Fish style like
jam band is what they call it.
Yes, thank you, a jam band. Yeah, oh man, and then and now he acts like he's like, dude, no, you're fake, bro. Like, come on, man, no way. He was pretty good when he played the mentally challenged guy on House. So he just suited the role so well. And speaking of mentally challenged, let's get back to Jay Reffner here.
It's not my thing.
Do you have any type of porn on your computer at all?
Look at his lips. Look at his lips. Look at his.
Do you have any type of porn on your computer at all?
Look at that. That's how you know you're in trouble, man.
All right, I got to think of a good lie here, face.
Oh, man. That's the dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge, right?
Adult.
Does your wife know where you're at right now?
No,
Where's she at right now?
she's with my daughter on a camping trip in Lima.
Your wife have a cell phone?
Yes.
Is there a way to contact her?
So think about it.
She probably has it turned
How
on.
often do you think this guy was ever away from his wife and his daughter for a weekend? Probably almost never. And the one time they go for a solo camping trip together, he gets online and does this.
Yeah.
That is just so sleazy.
And the thing is that, okay, people ask, how is it that, you know, male or female, how can you be married to a person that ends up being like a, you know, a person that does any type of crazy stuff? And a lot of people hide stuff really well. Even though I can say that I knew a guy who said that he was with a girl who was a rip-roaring, a rootin' tootin' alcoholic, and he didn't know it. I said, how do you not know that your wife is an alcoholic?
Okay, you can't. There's no way you can hide that. Like
You know
if
what I
I
mean?
wanted to, I could like hide cocaine use and no one would ever know. But alcoholism, no way.
Well, yeah, 419.
Almost didn't bleep that out, did they?
6255.
What's her name?
Her name is Mud too.
It'd be all right if I contact her.
Have you ever done this before? Have you ever traveled anywhere to see anybody?
No.
Never? You never met somebody online? This is the very first time that you've ever met somebody online and gone to their house to meet them, whether they were of age or not of age?
No, I met a lady, had dinner, no, lunch with her. This was like about a year ago.
And how old was she?
32 at the time.
32 at the time?
Mm.
Have you ever met any juveniles online?
Never.
Do you
Liar.
chat online with juveniles regularly?
Never. I rarely chat.
Lie detector test determined that was a lie.
You rarely ever chat.
Yeah.
This is the first time that you ever got on your computer and chatted with a person that was underage. And you drove 2.5 hours to come to see her tonight.
I have a friend.
Excuse me.
I have a friend that she's 28 that we talk a lot. She lives down in Southern Ohio, but we just talk. And other than that, I really don't chat much.
He chats just enough to meet Chris Hansen.
In all honesty.
Why did you choose Dark County?
Choose what?
To come here. Why did you choose to come to Dark County?
You heard what he said. Why does he?
Well, it's kind of a dumb question. Like he came there because that's where she was. The cop is like making it seem like, oh, I'm targeting Dark County. Like I doubt that's just a weird question.
County.
That's the county here?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't even know the name of the county.
He just knows that there's a wheelbarrow out front of the house.
I mean, what was it that?
What was
for
that?
The very first time.
I think the one size fits alls are digging into his risks.
Your life. You decided, you know what? I'm gonna take a chance. I'm gonna go down here.
Yeah, just random circumstance, I guess. I didn't choose to come down here per se.
See, that's what I was saying.
All right. Okay. So that's the dip duck part. Now let's get back to the dodge.
Just came to talk to her, Sarah, whatever her name really is, but really had nothing to do with Dark County, if you will. If is that what you're asking?
That's what sounded like he was asking. It's a weird question.
Sarah, whatever her name really is, but really had nothing to do with Dark County, if you will. If is that
Look at that face.
what you're asking?
Oh man.
Yeah. I mean, was there any reason why you came here?
Not at all. I don't know. Why would that be?
I don't know.
Well, look at
I'm
this
asking
guy.
you.
No, I've never been.
I
on
just
another
spit out
one.
my beer at that one.
Why would that be?
Did you tell anyone that you were coming here today?
No.
Nobody that you know, anybody, knows that you've come here today. Is that right?
Like friends or family or whatever?
Yeah.
No.
Friends, family, people that you know, other than law enforcement and Dateline.
Other than law enforcement, Dateline, Chris Hansen, Frag,
All of America.
All of America.
Nobody knows that you're
That's
here.
for sure. No. No one.
Okay. You have all the personal information that you're going to need? Yes. Have you ever had sex with anybody under the age of 18?
No. Just me and my wife.
What is your job at the University of Findlay?
Data communication.
I've never had sex with anybody except my wife. Ever.
Ever. And he like leans in. Ever.
So you're a teacher?
No.
What's data communications? What do you do?
I run the internet, the network, and I manage 5 people running the servers and stuff. Telephone, PBX, that type of stuff. Does that make sense?
Look at how condescending he is. I run the internet and the database and the PBX and then he has to add it and I manage like 5 people. Does that make sense? Motherfucker.
Like I'm
You're the one in the handcuffs there, buddy.
Oh, God.
So you run the internet program through Findlay University?
Something like that.
I mean, is that what your job title would be? What would your job title be?
Network systems manager.
Okay.
Network systems manager.
I copied 22.
Sir.
Yes.
Anything I can do.
Lisa, who was it? The other guy. My back. You remember?
Alan Chernay.
I've been married so I just figured that if I can try and get a break, this is gonna be his here, the same moment.
Yeah.
For
clear.
20.
They just ignore him. That's like when Jeff Stacy's like, kill myself, and they're just ignoring him.
Why do you have so many keys?
Why do you have
What's the
so
matter?
many
I'm going to be
keys?
dead tomorrow.
And they just ignore him. Oh man, these cops have had it. This is Ohio, right? Yeah, man. These cops have had it. They said they're out of donuts. There's nothing but decaf left.
And the one is decked out in all Chicago Bears gear. And this is the year after they lost the Super Bowl with Rex Grossman.
Say the local Denny's is probably closed for some type of like plumbing issue or something. Dude. They've had it. Or excuse me, Waffle House, right? Around here.
4220. Nope. What I'm going to have him do is unhandcuff you. I'm going to read this form to you real quick. It's basically a permission to search your vehicle. Obviously, we're going to go through it and impound it, but we're getting everybody to sign a permission to search if you agree, okay? The undersigned residing at your address, 417 Nevada Lane, Findlay, Ohio, 45840, does voluntarily authorize Detective Haynes, which is myself, and other officers which he may designate to assist him to search my computer, which is located at your residence, and my motor vehicle, namely 2002 Ford Escape, bearing license plate number, which we don't know, Ohio. And it's presently located at 5185 Penny Home Road, Greenville, Ohio, 45331.
What is that brand of condom?
A Vivo?
I've never heard of those.
This is gonna show up in my Google search. On images. Huh.
Yeah, I've
never seen these.
Not that I'm doing much condom buying in the last several years, but
Wow. Well, now they have sites and they have Amazon where they just send them to your house now. So look. Interesting. I've never seen those before. Huh. Very interesting.
So I don't have a problem.
Remember on Wayne's World, ribbed for her pleasure. Ew.
Researching the car at all, but the computer. I don't have a problem with searching the computer, but because of the fact of my position, my work, you know, I had a lot of security sensitive information, which is pertinent to that job, you know, to my job.
Well, then you probably shouldn't have tried to, come and bang an underage child there, you
well, you
idiot.
shouldn't be using the same computer to do your dirty deeds and also have sensitive information on. You got to have separate laptops, man.
Yep, that's true.
You know, how do we go about handling that, maintaining the integrity of that stuff?
Well, basically, what's going to happen is the court's going to want to probably seize your computer to find out what type of pornographic material you have on there.
Oopsie.
Reference kitty porn or anything like that. Obviously, there's an issue like that. So we're going to check it, probably check your chat logs with, against this stuff. But your computer's not here right now. So the court's going to probably, try to have it seized, through you.
Through me.
Right. Try to contact you, get it seized, because we're not going to drive up there and seize your computer tonight.
Well, obviously.
What the fuck? That's fucking guy. Listen to this guy. Listen to him. Yeah.
Well, basically, what's going to happen is the court's going to want to probably seize your computer to find out what type of pornographic material you have on there. Reference kitty porn or anything like that. Obviously, there's an issue like that. So we're going to check it, probably check your chat logs with, against this stuff. But your computer's not here right now. So the court's going to probably, try to have it seized, through you.
Through me.
Right. Try to contact you, get it seized, because we're not going to drive up there and seize your computer tonight.
Well, obviously. Okay. Well, I'm just concerned about that information for work and all.
For a guy who thinks he's so freaking smart, he sure has no awareness of just how much trouble he's in.
At all, man. And it's just so interesting. Like, any person in their right
especially
mind,
for somebody whose mom is a district attorney or whatever.
Yeah, she's probably gotten him out of a lot of trouble. So for those of you guys who just joined and don't know, Meat Rocket's mom is a district attorney and his dad is a cop. And it's probably like pretty high up there if he's been a cop for a long time. Is there anything more? Well, no, I don't want to say that, but yeah.
What you do for work, unless what you do for work is illegal, okay?
Are you right or left-handed?
Me? Right.
Make a break for it, man.
Sure.
Okay. Go ahead.
I wonder how many of these guys just sign these things just so they can get out of the handcuffs for 30 seconds.
Hey, that's part of the whole thing, man. They're trying to make you as uncomfortable as possible.
Look,
I'm sorry.
I want you to read the statement aloud just to make sure you understand the rights references form.
Out loud?
Yeah.
Oh, he's not going to enjoy this.
Boy.
I am given this written permission to these officers freely and voluntarily, without any threats or promises having been made. And after having been informed by said officer that I have a right to refuse this search and or seizure.
You're saying you can refuse to sign this piece of paper if you wish.
Right.
Okay.
No, nothing of any significance on there.
Okay.
In there.
Good enough.
Right this way, sir. You just put your head right up here on this mat.
Oh, matches the doors really well.
Lean into the mat. You have anything on you I need to know about? Anything that's gonna hurt me? You have any drugs on you? Okay.
That'd be the worst part about this job is having to actually search and put your hands on these nasty people.
I need you to pull your feet back towards you again. Spread them out.
Look at him laying with his forehead on that. We could officially call that the asshole position.
There's going to be a huge grease stain on that after.
I know, yeah, with all that grease he has in his hair.
I'm gonna take your handcuffs off you. When I do, I need you to place your hands up on the wall.
All right. Sure. Katie, do you have anything else for us?
No, you just have your cuffs back. You're free to go.
Well, we should have dunked him in disinfectant first, you know.
Go ahead and take your coat off for me.
It's so nice
Yeah, that'd be
seeing
nice.
one of these guys in this position. They usually don't show this.
Yeah, I think so. Some of the Ohio ones, you know, Jeff Stacy, Brinkman, they all showed this part.
And then place your hands back up on the wall. Go ahead and spread your legs apart again. I'll get it here in a minute. Go ahead and spread your legs out for me.
Hopefully, this isn't the first time he had to spread his legs apart for somebody in jail.
But remember,
He's got the dad New Balance.
That's what I was gonna say. Well, no, hold on. Now it's the dad Skechers. Because remember, Skechers makes the same shoe now, and I've seen more dads wearing this type of Skechers than anything else.
You got anything in your pockets? There's a change in one of them. Yeah, there's cold. That's fine. No, I got them.
Oh, speaking of that, you guys remember these? You guys remember these, man? You remember the Skechers roller skates? The Britney Spears ones? Who remembers these, man? The Britney four-wheelers. Look at these.
I've never roller skated or ice skated or anything in my life.
Me neither, man. I would, oh no, especially skiing or snowboarding. No thanks, man. You're gonna strap yourself to two sticks and go barreling down a mountain.
That's how Sonny Bono got deleted.
And then no wait, how did Christopher Reeve? He got paralyzed from a horse, right?
Yeah.
But look at that. This was so long ago. When did these come out? Let me see. Let's do all. When did these first come out? 2002, I think. No, before that. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, because Britney's heyday was in the late
90s and early 2000s. Yeah. These, look at those, man. And then the guys had those shoes with the wheels in them. They would run and like do little wheelie things or whatever.
Those ones I do remember.
I remember I used to work at a restaurant, and these two kids they had those shoes on, and they were like running out of the bathroom, and they would like run and like, you know, you just kick your heels up, and then they have wheels on them. And these two, see, we didn't have the word Karen back then, right? These two old Karens like, excuse me, sir. I'm like, what? Like, why do you let them wear those things in here? I'm like, they're shoes. No, those are skates. I'm like, no, there's shoes that have wheels in them. Well, they shouldn't be allowed to wear those because it's not safe. They're shoes that have wheels in the heels. And you walk around like the regular shoes, but you can bring the heels up and they have a wheel in them. You want me to go over there and tell them to take their shoes off? Well, yes. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna. No. And that was and now I'm glad that the whole term Karen is out there, and you see a lot of people in general standing up to these mean Karens out there.
You just have your watch on and that's it? Just you have a watch on?
At least he drove down here and got some action, right?
Yeah, it's probably the most he's had in a while.
At least the trip wasn't a waste of time, a complete waste of time. Oh, man.
Okay, you take your watch off. Any piercings or anything you know about? What size shoes do you wear? What size shoes? 8. Go ahead and take your shoes off and your socks.
8.
You said
Ouch.
size 8?
Ouch.
Did you guys in the comments, did you just hear a size 8? Dude,
I'm a size 12.
I wear size 14s, dude. I wore a size 8 shoe in like 6th grade.
Yes.
Just some of my nephews almost, he's 17. He wears size 15s, man. Size 8 shoes. Wow.
I need to see the bottoms.
Steven, you want to grab some envelopes for your house?
Yeah. Pull them inside out and put in your shoe. Okay? Yep. Go ahead and face the wall and pick up both feet one at a time.
So what time do you think it is? What, like 4 in the morning?
Oh, yeah, it's got to be
That's
so
fine.
late.
Okay. Put these sandals on. I need you to look at me, sir. I need you to look at me. Open your mouth. I need you to take your fingers and pull your gum line for me. Up the top and then down the bottom.
Hey, Josh, is it going to thunderstorm up there?
Yeah, there's an apocalyptic look in the sky right now.
Yes, it's going to hit us here, too. Ludi's in the building. What's up,
Hey,
man?
Ludi, what's up?
How are you?
Yeah. Okay. Let me go down this hallway right here to this first door. Sorry. Have a seat. We'll be within a few minutes, okay?
And here's when it all sets in free.
Right when we get you back out, we got another one coming in. We're gonna pat him down, put him away, and get you out of here. Okay?
3, 2, 1.
Boom.
Let's listen to that one more time.
Right when we get you back out, we got another one coming in. We're gonna pat him down, put him away, and get you out of here. Okay?
I need to get that as like my text tone or something.
Seriously. Ludi, man, that's tough, man. Just realized that we're all rooting for you. Any of my subs, you guys are in college. If you're in school, man, just keep the grind going. That's all I can say is this. Yeah, I was always a really good student, but I had pre-calculus, man, and that was the one class I completely ate it in. I was like, this teacher hasn't been speaking English in like 2-3 weeks, dude. I don't know what I'm doing. I said, please give me a C so I can graduate.
I pretty much went to like 10% of my classes in college, and I still had like a 3.4.
Well, there's an old saying. It's called C's get degrees. And it's funny that you know, what do you call a doctor that got A's at Harvard and a doctor who got A's at a state school? I mean, C's at a state school. doctor. I'm just saying that the most successful people, I'm sorry to say it, are people who just do the work. You know what I'm saying? There are people who do the work and people who don't.
Hey, I didn't
Basically.
do the work and I got by.
Yeah, but what I'm saying,
There's another class of people like me that are just so naturally gifted that they can skate by on doing everything right at the deadline.
well, that was me because I was the ultimate procrastinator. So I would start, 20, 30 page papers the morning of. So I'd have a paper due by like 2 or 3 p.m. I get up at 4 a.m. No sources, no nothing, and have a whole like 30-page paper done by 2 p.m. and get an A.
Yeah, I was pretty much the same. I mean, college was very much a social education for me, and that's really what the value of it when I
But
look
I can tell you that the thing. So the reason why I used to procrastinate in school was that middle school, high school, and undergrad, college was so. I mean, school was so easy, so I had to make it harder on myself. It was so easy. It wasn't challenging at all, even except math, except calculus, trig, etc. But everything else, I used to beast through. And grad school was actually the first time I was like, look, I'm not going to procrastinate anymore. I'm going to actually at least start and do half the paper and then do the other half the morning of. You know what I mean? So I got a little bit better. So and
Yeah.
then there was one statistics class because we had to take statistics two different times. So we had to take stats for public policy and stats for like public implementation or whatever. And the last one, you could only take it once. If you failed it that year, you couldn't graduate. So I was like, oh no, I gotta pass this class.
I mean, I'm terrible at math, and that's way above my head. But like when you're getting an English degree, you're taking like 5 classes, and you have to read a book a week for each of them. And this is like hardcore literature, and that is just not plausible. There are not enough hours in the day.
Well, if you see how much
nobody can read like 2,000 pages a week of 18th century literature and actually like absorb it.
Guys, drop in the Congo comments if you know anyone who's an attorney. Because
one of my best friends is an attorney here in Brooklyn.
Ask him how much he read in law school and in his first like 3 or 4 years. It's unbelievable.
It's different. What I'm saying, old school literature, like I could read like penal code and stuff.
What I'm
that's
saying,
cut and dry.
But
that's in the modern language.
Listen. No, it's not cut and dry. It's the law, right? Okay. You remember the law leaves just enough wiggle room, and you're making your actual case. A friend of mine was in law school, and then he graduated. When he was working for the firm, he was working 80 hours a week, right? And the amount of reading that he had to do was ungodly. It was inhuman, the amount of law. And then we started doing
but it's kind of apples to oranges because
I know, but
I'm gonna make $500,000 out of college, and I'm not gonna have a job.
But my general point is that the fact that you have to sit there and read that much is insane. That's why I didn't go to law school. I didn't like people. They have this thing. They look on TV and they think that being a lawyer or a doctor is going to be this fun job. And it's like there's a reason why not a lot of people do it. When a lot of people have the opportunity to go to school, do the classwork and do the job. I couldn't do it. That's like being a doctor. Sorry to say it, guys. I know
I could do it from the standpoint of absorbing all of the information, but I couldn't do it from the confrontational aspect of it.
So my dad's a doctor, and I always say most of the doctors I know are nuts because you got to be a little bit crazy to actually get through medical school. Like the amount of work and the stress and the toll that it takes. I mean, you're either born to do that or you're not. Meaning work ethic wise, and a lot of people look. my original goal, I wanted to be a dentist originally. Like on Little Shop of Horrors. She said be a dentist, right?
Wait. Like Dr. Isaac Yankum?
Oh yeah, from wrestling. But I looked at my life, and I looked at how much school, 12 or 13 years of school. I said, I don't want to do this. Not that I'm capable. I didn't want to do it. And I'm not lazy. I just didn't want to do it. Because no one in their right mind would want to do that. And then there are some dentist guys that are $1 million in debt for student loans. Not 100,000, not 500,000 guys, $1 million in debt.
I mean, for me, like, I've said this on the stream before, but I just didn't really, if I wasn't going to be famous or be a cult leader or something, like, then I just had no direction. And it didn't really matter what I was doing. I've gone where the money took me, and that's ended up working out, thankfully.
I thought you were going to write the next great American novel, Josh.
I've done some writing, but as George Orwell once said, writing is a horrible, exhausting struggle. One would not take on such a task if they were not driven by some inner demon.
That's true. Are those the size of those keys, man?
Oh, Jay Reffner? I'm Deputy Rio. I'm Deputy Rio.
You walk it here.
Are they going to hit him with a delousing powder?
Oh, did you see that vintage computer that had like Windows 95 on it?
Yeah. Just look at how pathetic he looks, man. Look at that, man.
I need you to look up at my camera here. Okay, I need you to face that door with your whole body.
What's going on with his ear?
I don't know. I was looking at that too. Dude is like one big recessive gene. Oh man, look at that. Barely any chin, weird ears. Just look at him, man.
The opposite direction.
Yeah. I collaborated with Lauren on that one. I could write better than Lauren in my sleep.
It was a call. You were called by Claude. That's all right. Have you ever seen the video of him reading excerpts from his book?
Yeah, I saw all of his videos like when they originally he put them up, but I haven't watched them much since.
You have any tattoos? One, where's it at?
He has a tattoo.
He has a tattoo?
That one on the thigh.
No way. I wish they showed
probably
it.
Something
that information is out there.
Guys, drop in the comments. What kind of tattoo do you think this knucklehead has? All right.
I can't even imagine.
I'm gonna take 3 guesses here. Okay, number one, it's probably something dumb like Mickey Mouse or Goofy or something. Or let me see.
It was Kevin Westerbeck, the midget predator. He had I think a Ren and Stimpy tattoo on his ankle.
Yeah, he did. I remember that. Is it? It's a tramp stamp. All right, or what else could it be?
Like barbed wire around his arm.
Yeah, it was 2004, 2005. Either that or like something tribal. Janet says Taz. Or hold on, one more guess. Hold on, let's look at this here. Let's go. 2000s. Oops. Dang, what's wrong with me today? Tattoos. You serious? Hold on. No. Well, I guess there's a oh my goodness, a pink tribal tramp stamp. That is one of the most 2000s things that I've ever seen in my life, man. Or no, it was one of these sun things. Yeah, do you remember these guys? Did you remember?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, guys had that. Look at Powerpuff Girls.
All right, so I went on Reddit about the Jay Reffner tattoo, and it sounds like somebody says it's his ex-wife's name.
Oh, that's even worse. You remember Godsmack? You guys remember Godsmack?
Oh yeah. They had the theme song to several WWE pay-per-views.
Okay, so they had this little sun thing was their little sign. That's what I remember that from. Yeah, that was the little. God, can you think of anything more 2000s than this? Than this little. I mean, come on, man! Wow, and they had that stand alone inside, stand alone. Golden Goliath, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Guys, Golden Goliath is officially like the manliest dude in the Discord. He's sawing big logs in half and breaking rocks in the quarry and stuff, man.
He takes care of cattle.
What did he say? He's a man. He's a man.
William Regal's original entrance.
That man's man.
He has the most adorable cows you've ever seen.
Yeah. Look at that. Guys, look at that OG background and everything.
Can you spell your last name for me, please?
ASSHOLE.
R-E.
R-E.
F-F-N-E-R.
And your first name?
J.
JERKOFF.
And your middle name?
Initial or name?
Whole name.
Wendell.
Randall?
Wendell.
Wendell. Oh my God.
That's so figures, dude. Wendell. Now his
first name should have been Wendell.
No wait. His name is actually Jay, right? Is Jay short for something?
I'm assuming not, since
it's Jay Wendell Reffner. Wow, if that's not fitting, man.
W-E-N-D-E-L-L.
What's your mother's maiden name, first and last?
Guernsey is in the cow.
What?
Guernsey. And the first name?
Her name? Carol.
Carol. Your social security number? What year? 1975. What city were you born in?
Herma Heights, Ohio.
PAR.
P-A-R-M-A. Heights. F-I-N-D-L-A-Y.
How much is it there?
45840.
Do you have a thumb there?
Yes.
What's the number?
I'm trying to remember the last time that I had an actual landline, man.
Look at that vintage Diet Pepsi bottle too.
Yeah. Look at that. Who remembers? Speaking of that, guys. Who remembers Crystal Pepsi? Anyone?
Oh yeah.
Anyone? They actually tried to bring this back out, dude. And this stuff,
Didn't
no.
it just tasted the same as the regular one,
No,
right?
no. It wasn't good at all. It was a different kind. And then who remembers? I think all of us are old enough to remember. Yeah, who remembers Surge, dude?
Yeah, I've had that.
Yeah, and then I used to live in Texas, guys. Yuck.
Oh, this one I've never heard of.
Hey, Josh, don't ever drink this. It's
Actually,
literally
when I became vegan, I also stopped drinking soda, and this is something I always tell people trying to lose weight. Cutting soda out of your diet is the single easiest thing you can do.
Yes, a soda and juice, both, because then you're like drinking your calories.
Yeah,
You know?
I don't drink juice either.
But dude, this is literally like red 40 and sugar. It's bad. It's bad. It's disgusting, dude.
How about Faygo?
Faygo?
Promoted by the Insane Clown Posse. Didn't they used to spray it on their fans?
Wait, no. Was it Faygo soda? No, that was Was it? I thought they had...
Eminem raps about it in a song because he had a beef with them. Type in Faygo Insane Clown Posse.
Oh yeah. I guess so. These two knuckleheads. Say the only thing good about these guys was that they were really into wrestling, right? Like they even own their own like smaller wrestling promotion. So when they were in WCW, they could actually work in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like they were actually jumping up the top rope and doing moonsaults and going through tables and all the same stuff that all of the other guys did. But
so there's this Dr. Phil episode, and it's like a wife brings her husband on because he wants to be a murder rapper, and he dresses up as a scary clown, and they actually get ICP to come on and tell him he has no talent.
These guys, their fans are just rabid for these guys. I never understood it, man. Yeah, I'm a juggalo, bro. That just kind of went from, oh, hey guys, a little known fact. Is it so
Well, a lot of those are filmed in Michigan, and that's like where it's most popular because that's where they're from. That's probably why.
Guys, who knows that so Coca-Cola owns Fanta, right? So during the 30s and the early 40s, Coca-Cola was the soda of the United States, and guess who Fanta was the national soda for? Anyone? Don't say the word, but who do you think it was for? Anyone?
I have no clue. Was it Russia?
It was a national drink of the Germans of that time period.
Oh.
Yeah, Fanta was. Yep. And it's still big in Germany to this day. Okay, let's see what Mr. Reffner's doing. Look at that. That's straight up, you've got mail time still, you know?
I was in a bodega the other day and somebody had that as their text tone and it like randomly went off and I'm like, is there a time traveler in here?
What year is
that? 02.
Is it red?
Yeah. And I don't know the license plate.
That was like the first year that War Escape. Yeah, he has one of the OG Ford Escapes, man. So I'm assuming that it looks like it.
Oh, we sell so many engine computers for these 2005, 2006 Ford Escapes. I don't know why they're so popular. It's just like a poor man's Jeep, I guess.
Yeah, these are not that great of cars. I mean, they're okay cars now, but
I
mean,
had one of
this
these
is-
as a company vehicle at
this
one
is
point, and it was terrible.
years and years later, you know. But man, like what? And then they had the Mazda Tribute. That was the Mazda version of this thing. So horrible. No thanks. Look at that. Look at his head hung. Nobody knows the trouble I see.
Why are they like zooming in on this right now? It's like they're not paying attention.
Mr. Reffner, I need a list of things that you came in with. In your clothing, you have a blue shirt and blue jeans.
I hope he doesn't list his dignity on that list.
I don't think he had that in the first place.
Ulcers, venereal diseases. You ever tested positive for AIDS, TB, or hepatitis? Do you have any heart or high blood pressure problems?
No.
Are you being treated for mental health problems? Have you ever tried to kill or harm yourself? Do you feel depressed or suicidal right now?
What kind of question is that?
Did
Look
she
at where
say-
he is. Look at where he is. Look. Hold on.
Mr. Reffner, I need a list of things that you came in with.
Sorry.
In your clothing, you have a
And it says that's where she's doing training for her new job. That's crazy.
Where? Here? Like in this?
I guess whatever town he stated.
venereal diseases. You ever tested positive for AIDS, TB, or hepatitis? Do you have any heart or high blood pressure problems?
No.
Are you being treated for mental health problems? Have you ever tried to kill or harm yourself? Do you feel depressed or suicidal right now?
Do you feel depressed or suicidal as he's sitting in jail for trying to diddle a little kid?
Are you taking any kind of medication? What are you taking?
What is Lexapro for? Is that for high blood pressure?
No, that's for depression.
Oh, I don't know. Well, then why did he say that he's Wait, the one
I don't understand the question because, like, who's not depressed when they're being arrested?
Are you taking any kind of medication? What are you taking?
Yeah, that's like a
Yeah,
mood
to treat
stabilizer.
for depression and anxiety.
Any other medical problems that we didn't discuss? Do you use alcohol?
Well, rarely.
You drink occasionally?
It's too bad.
You live together?
It's my for now.
For now, he said, "Yeah, my wife and I live together for now."
Or like Michael Gentile says, married, soon to be divorced.
Yeah, soon to be divorced.
All right, Mr. Reffner, once we're done with this process, I'm gonna get you changed out on my fingerprint check. Once I'm done fingerprinting you, a lot of you use the phone. I'm gonna try to get a hold of a family member, a friend, contact an attorney. You have that option to do that, okay, once we're done with all this process. All right? Okay. So let's use the phone, and you'll be in here for a couple hours, and we might transport you to another facility. And then once your court date comes, we'll come get you, bring you back, have you in court.
So we're gonna be here until court.
Yes.
Face palm.
Yep, the predator face palm.
Which is Monday. I'm sorry. Is that what he said?
The coat and your shoes. Sit back in that room where I took the picture of your leg there. It's changed out.
Ooh. Wait, no, that's a preview. Never mind.
Oh, he's so beautiful. And his
Just relax, okay? You do all
Well, at least they said if he tries to escape, he can't disappear into the night because man, that color is bright, man. That's for sure.
Don't press down. Just have a relaxed hand. Okay, and your left thumb.
Yeah, Golden Goliath. Yeah, there are a couple where their wives stay with them after this, and it's funny because Wallen's wife stayed with him through the whole trial, and I think after he got convicted, she left. But look, dude had a lot of money and they had kids. Okay, so I can kind of see why she'd want to stick it out and see, but not that that's okay. But the guy that brought his son, like.
That's messed up.
That's
they
crazy.
gave the kid away to relatives.
Yeah. And then
just had another one.
Another kid. Yeah. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. People are just twisted, man.
Those people should not be bringing children into this
A lot
world.
better than what it used to be. I don't have to wear the black ink. All 4 fingers together, just like that. There we go. What you do is just kind of turn your body and just really relax your hand, okay?
I couldn't imagine going through this, man.
Nope. No way.
Like, I'm lucky considering my lifestyle that I've never had any issues, but this scares the hell out of me.
You would sign there for me. The next page is everything you came in with, all your property. I want you to look over that, make sure I got everything. The third page is your medical questions. It's front and back. It's all your answers that you've given. And you're signing for this thing.
And I love how they all try to argue, like, oh, but it wasn't an actual real person or a real minor that I was facing.
Yeah, that's
like,
this is that's fine. That one there's some medical questions that I asked.
My name is Carol Reffner.
Your mother, the prosecutor. And then his mom. So, guys, I'm going to show you one more thing, and then we can close this here. Look at this. This just popped up on my feed. Hold on.
Moms are right on.
Title on this one. Woman arrested after leaving children home alone while at the bar. If you guys watch some of these police channels, especially ones that don't have any commentary where they just show you the footage, like those are my favorite kind because then you can kind of take your own interpretation of it. But it's pulling up.
Moms are right on scene.
And she just comes rolling up into the driveway.
Hello, are you mom?
Yes, hello.
Did he say, "Are you mom"?
Huh?
Did he say, "Are you mom"?
Yeah, because they're at her house, and the kids were there alone. So
No, I understand the circumstances, but it's just funny that he addressed her instead of by saying, "Are you Jane Doe?"
Okay, bye. I'm sorry?
Why are your kids all here by themselves?
Because I work night shifts.
Okay.
I work 2 jobs.
Okay. Can you step out of the car so we can talk to you? Can you set your stuff on top of the car? Turn around.
She looks like she's dressed for work.
You're
saying you're coming from work right now?
interlace your fingers.
You're not coming from the clubs or bars or anything? No,
Your
Where
fingers.
do you work at? Where do you work at?
No, I work at a bar.
You work at a bar?
Mm-hmm.
You a bartender?
Yes, sure.
So, why don't you have a babysitter or anything for your kids?
Well, it's expensive. I take our kids.
Oh, it's expensive.
I just know you're being detained right now, okay? You're not under arrest, you're just being detained.
Okay.
You can walk with me here. Over this way to his car. What?
A concerned neighbor was the one that made the call.
Oh,
It doesn't matter
so the neighbor. So what are the neighbors called?
who really made the call because how old's your baby in there?
She's 9 months old.
9 months old. She left her 9-month old alone with.
Well, how old are the other kids? That's what it really depends on.
9 months.
Roger, he drives a senior GMC.
She was in there sleeping, and she was face down, and that's not good. There's loose, sheets and pillows and stuff. Babies, they suffocate all the time from stuff like that. That's not good to
see how old her kids are.
to leave her like that.
Like if there's like a 16-year-old here, then the government shouldn't be
Police say
involved.
a 9-year-old was left in charge of her 3 siblings at home.
All right, yeah, that's not acceptable.
That's why I have that gray blanket on her, which is not like that.
What's your last name? And your first name is Perla?
Yes.
What's your date of birth?
10 and I think it's. I just said that is.
I'm skipping ahead a little bit here.
I think it's called a small.
No, no. I don't. What's your name?
My name is Perla.
Your name is Perla?
Yes.
Okay, Perla. I don't think you understand how mad I am right now.
Actually,
I don't know. You don't. You have no idea how much I'm restraining myself. You can ask my partner. He's seen me mad.
As you have a 1-year-old, I
Okay.
understand.
No, you don't understand.
I'm
You've
a
all
single
you've had
mother.
I
I work at a hotel.
You've had issues. So if I send someone to that bar right now, they're going to tell me because I have an officer on the way over there to confirm that you work there.
Yes, Robert
They're going to confirm. They're going to confirm
Ronnie
that.
works there. Maria's a bartender.
You're driving drunk for one.
Ooh.
You're driving drunk. You drove up here, so you're arrested for DUI at this point. You're going to jail. I'm letting you know right now. You are going to jail.
Yikes, man.
Okay.
For a single mother trying to make a living, she's trying to keep a 3-bedroom.
You're driving
house.
drunk, and you were not working at a bar. You don't work there.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I've already had an officer confirm that you don't work there. Okay. I've already had an officer up there, and they confirmed you don't work there. Okay.
Yikes, man. Did you
I wonder if he's just making that up because he knows she's drunk and he's trying to get a confession.
Well, when you saw her face, that she just kind of like, oops, you got me.
You're driving drunk. You're going out partying, leaving your kids at home.
No,
this happens often because guess what? There's already been a whole DHS case about it, and your kids have been taken away, and they have a foster family in Luther. I know a lot more about what's going on than what you think.
Yes, that's
Okay.
This guy's like a wannabe Chris Hansen
on the computer.
Your baby has leather.
But no.
Your baby has leather for a butt. For
What? Did you guys see this? Hold on. Hold on. Police leave woman. Did I show you guys this on another stream? Look at this. Hold on. Let me see.
I don't think so.
Not ABC News. Okay.
As the woman who was hit by a train while in a police car continues to.
Did you guys hear that?
Oh, I heard about this when it happened.
I'm gonna play this again.
By a train while in a police. As the woman who was hit by a train while in a police car continues to recover, we've been hearing more from people who are connected to the case. 2 weeks ago, a
Boom.
Platteville police officer parked his vehicle on train tracks when he was pulling over a 20-year-old woman. She was a suspect in a road rage complaint. After police put Yareni Rios Gonzalez in the car parked on the tracks, a freight train collided with that police unit.
Unbelievable.
The man
dude.
who called 911 beforehand, claiming she
This is
pulled a
so
gun on him before the
disgusting.
police.
Like
everyone in this case should be fired. Every single one.
This is hard for me to watch. Like
Dude,
this stuff
say
gets me emotional.
a train hitting a car is like a guy of my size stomping on an empty soda can. The fact that she lived is so crazy. The fact that she's like not permanently disfigured or brain damaged or missing limbs is just crazy. Like, because she didn't have a seatbelt built on, and she had her arms handcuffed behind her back, and she's trying to kick the window. She's like, "Let me out, let me out!" And then bang! Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
I mean, this is the type of thing that makes me sort of identify as an anarchist. This is ridiculous government overreach.
And that's when I saw her pull up, and then her window was down. And then I looked and noticed that she was pointing a handgun at me. If the cops did,
okay. So, anyways, that's from the guy saying that she was road raging, and then it looked like she pulled a firearm on him, and so that was the initial 911 call. Uh-oh. This is True Crime Daily. Can I do this without getting kicked? True crime. There are times where it is
What did she run right into the train? I guess. Hope run into the car stop. She hit between. I was on the other side.
So this lady here drove her car into a train?
No, I don't think so. I just kind of
Whoa!
and prayed to God, so I don't know.
As much as you can be lucky, she's lucky.
The whole front end of it is gone.
I'm 147.
Look at
We
that.
need video of this.
Amazing.
She's lucky to be alive.
Yeah, I'd be smoking a cig right now too after that.
The train's like literally, that's at least, what, a half a mile down there?
You in the fucking train? The train is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I hit the train. We collided. I don't know.
She said, "How?" You hit the train? How? Look. This must be like her sister or something. And she just can't believe it. She's like, wait, she's trying to wrap her head around the situation.
Go to church today. That's amazing.
And it wasn't you supposed to do shit like this, but they said.
The train's like literally.
Now this is
that's
real
at least, what, a half
emotion
a mile down
compared
there?
to some of the fake emotion we see.
The train is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I hit the train. We collided. I don't know. Your ass should be dead. You should be fucking dead.
Yeah, you know.
What the fuck? How the fuck do you get hit by a train, Dana? I don't know, Shanny. I was trying to stop. I was trying to stop. The goddamn horn? I did. How you get that goddamn phone? I don't know. I was trying to turn because my car wasn't slowing down, so I was trying to turn and it didn't work. It just didn't work. Your brakes don't work. I don't know. I guess not.
She said, "I don't know. I guess not."
I mean, I believe this woman on taking it on face value.
No, I don't think she. I think she was that she was on her phone or something and wasn't paying attention. There's no way. First of all, this is a.
Well, I'm saying she wasn't like drunk or anything, right?
Yeah, I just think she was texting, wasn't paying attention, and like the thing kept coming down, and then she wasn't paying attention. So I mean, it happens all the time. Have you seen the things where they show people trying to text and then go around like a road course. You know, she was probably just not paying attention on her phone.
Have you ever seen the composite graphic that some scientists created of what the human body would have to look like to survive a car crash?
What do you mean?
Like, scientists came up with like a composite human body that could like withstand car crashes, and it looks so crazy. Go to Google Images.
Hold on. Let me see this.
You must be living right.
My engine has been. I know your car stalls. I know.
Look where the train's at. It took that long for it to stop.
I wasn't.
Yeah, she wasn't paying attention.
To how I was driving.
See, there you go. She just said it. She says she wasn't paying attention to how she was driving. She was on her phone, texting someone or looking at Instagram, and then the thing went down, and then she just hit the train. Because there's no way that you just act. If it was an old person, I can say that maybe like their foot accidentally hit the gas and not the brake, because that happens, you know. But
She went between the two engines and went between the two engines.
So it was two trains coming. I'm confused.
One train.
How the fuck did your ass get on the track? I didn't get on the track.
She made it to about right there. There was a train going this way with two engines, and she went between the first two cars of the train.
You're looking at. She said,
I don't know how. I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't know what's the fuck.
yes, you do, because you weren't paying attention. She should just say, "Look, I wasn't paying attention. I'm lucky to be alive." But she knows she's in trouble, and she's trying to mitigate it.
What's going on?
The most amazing thing is, like, you don't even see the front of this car. It's somewhere
gone.
down there.
Yeah.
This little ass shit saved my life.
Saved her life.
Yes, I know.
Almost started to That's probably a good idea.
Oh, and she's in a Mitsubishi. What is that? A Mirage? You guys. Hold on. Mitsubishi Mirage. You guys, this thing right here. This is the most basic form of four-wheeled transportation that there is. This is the cheapest car that you can buy brand new. This is the cheapest brand new car that you can buy. It's literally four wheels, an engine, transmissions, some seats, and some windows. There are motorcycles that have more options than this thing. If you're just scooting around town, fine. But this is one of those cars where if you're like driving on the highway doing 75, it's all shaking like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is it, man. She was driving one of these, and she survived getting hit by a train.
Hey, type in human body survive car crash.
Let me see.
It's not going to bring up anything graphic. So this is the composite model they came up with what a human would have to look like to like regularly survive car crashes. Isn't that crazy? And it kind of looks like Big Ed from 90 Day Fiance.
This looks like Donald Morrison. Look at that, man. Wow. Yeah, I swear Chris Hansen's met this guy before. That's had to have been. So, but cool, guys. All right. Oh, we're at 2 hours. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get out, log off before this thunderstorm comes. But I'm gonna drop the link to the Discord, guys. If you want to volunteer for the next Lauren stream, that's next Thursday. Feel free to volunteer in the actual thread. Hold on. Wait, where is my invite? Whoops, wrong one. Figure this out here. There we are.
What's the next topic for Lauren?
We're gonna look at his interrogation.
All right, cool.
And then everyone needs to bring their Lorne lore to discuss. A video, a meme, a story, any of that stuff. So we'll all share. Oops, what's going on? You still there, Josh?
Yeah.
Why is my okay? That was weird. So yeah, guys, join the Discord. I'm gonna drop a video tomorrow of someone that I've never seen before. So that'll be a first. And yeah, Josh, any closing words or stories or funniness before we leave?
No, man. Had a good time. Glad
Cool.
to be
All right,
here.
you guys. I'll drop a video Friday, and then the next live is going to be next Tuesday. And there's a couple of interrogations that I want to look at. Let me know in the on the Discord if you want to look at Jim Roush's interrogation.
Oh my God, that's gonna take like 3 live streams to get
That
through.
one's so long, but we can start with his phone call.
The phone call is better than the interrogation because he's driving drunk and he's lost. It's so hilarious.
If you guys haven't had a chance to listen to Jim Roush, how do you say his name? Roush. If you haven't looked at his phone call or his interrogation, man, check him out, man.
At one point where he's like, "Whoa!"
What's the guy's name that we found? Marvin. What's his name? Marvin Harrison, right?
The Colts wide receiver?
No, TCAP. No, he didn't go into the house. Remember, we found him on the Discord. Something Harrison? TCAP.
Oh, I think this was in our voice chat, wasn't it? On the Discord.
Oh yeah, Sam Harrison.
Oh, yeah, that's him.
So guys, yeah, he's gonna be in the next video, but if you guys have never heard of him, he never he didn't go into the house, so his segment wasn't aired. But his interrogation's there, and then his chat log is there. So this will be dropping tomorrow, guys. And yeah, we'll do Jim Roush for the next live because it is it just keeps giving and giving. So all right, you guys, I appreciate you guys. You guys join the Discord, drop a like on the stream, subscribe to the channel, and I'm out of here. Have a good one, guys. Have a good one, Josh. Appreciate you. Bye.